going into the weekend, Laguna Seca, just how are you feeling just championship-wise? I think you sit third in points, or fourth in fourth, yeah. How do you kind of just block that out and go into the weekend and just do your absolute best when you got guys around you to compete with?
Yeah, I think it simplifies things, to be honest. I think it's definitely a polar opposite to last year. At this point, I think we were, maybe 60 or 70 points up. So, you can see it dwindle really quickly. I think if you look at Portland, or if you even look at St. Louis, last weekend in Portland, you saw the front two. There's 35 points difference just in one race. So, we gotta try and do our best to win the last two. If that's possible, puts us in range to try and defend the championship. But goal number one is to keep the championship at Ganassi. So if I can be in a situation where I'm out of it after this weekend, I'll be more than happy to try and help Alex secure the championship and keep it at home.
Well, here's my next question. Just with competing for the championship with your teammates, with Pillow and Erickson on the outside, how do you kind of balance that competitive edge, but also making sure you don't get both like competitors in like a situation where you're like, I guess, hurting the team?
I think it's rule number one is to not hit your teammate, and I think if you stick by that, then you're not really infringing on anything. You always give your teammate a little more room. You race them a little bit different because chip still butters the bread. So it's for me, it's been part of what I've been used to for a long time. Even if you go back to the earlier days with Dario and I, or Dan Weldon, or anybody like that. So that's the best position you can hope to find yourself in. So it's great for the team. It's great to see the success that the team's had this year. There's no downsides to it. I think it pushes the whole team effort along.
And just coming into this weekend, what do you feel is going to be the biggest challenge, especially going into practice one?
Practice one will be kind of just finding your way a little bit. I think some of the teams have tested here, we tested here, but the conditions were very different. So it's just trying to find balance. It's a very tough track. It's very technical. It's very low grip, probably one of the most low grip circuits we go to, which for my driving style makes it one of the more difficult weekends for us. So we'll try and focus on the right things and make sure we get all of our cars up front and hopefully continue for the race. But I think it's all about execution, which every weekend is. Some weekends you have a little more wiggle room than others, but this one will always be tight.